Okay, and welcome back. We're picking where we left off last time in the Long Dark. It is officially day. I'll bet it's maybe not the earliest, or the warmest portion of the day. It's still kind of the earliest portion of the day, but I think we're going to get under root. I may regret that by taking a little bit more damage on the way, but I think it's time to get moving. Oh, before I head off, would make sense to save some weight by leaving some of our copious matches behind. Yeah, let's leave like 4 boxes of matches behind. Five boxes of matches behind. And we obviously can't see them on the floor as they are, but we don't necessarily need to be able to see them. Because we're intentionally leaving them behind. That's a half a kilogram of weight savings in the form of matches we're not bringing with us. I just need to remember where they are. For the future. I'm supposed to leave a note for future me. Oh yeah, windy and cold. Not sprinting right this moment. Because I'm expecting there to potentially be a wolf on the corner up here. Also in theory, I think I have a wolf meat pile up here. We'll see if there's any water to go with the pile. We are going to eat the meat either way. Got a little bit more condition than we did before, so I could probably just sprint across the muskeg. I don't want to stomp to warm up. Though I think we'll stop at least once to make some water.
Can't feel my feet.
Yeah, no water. And it probably does make sense to stop in Broken Railway for that warm-up, because the muskeg's gonna not have any wind shelter.
Never felt so cold in my life.
Once we get into it. Well, of course he's on our way.
Looks like a new day is dawning.
Wolf is somewhat benefiting from the fact that this is not a location where I really want to kill a wolf. Because we are in pursuit of a wolf hide. Just, this one it's a little too late for what we want to do with it. Which is put it into our pants. Take a little long to cure. Up and over the landslide here. Again, like the last landslide, I think this is one meant to go at least one direction over. People like I have found that you can really go both ways over, but it was at least, I think, intended to let you do one, not both. Whereas I think the one we just went over in the last part is only intending for you to do one of them, not both sides. Yeah, there may still be ways to do both sides, I just don't know it. Hey, this is a reasonably sheltered location. Let's use this for making the water.
Come on.
24 degrees. We're gonna be a little close if I use coal and all the sticks. I'll bring up to 25. In fact, I'm technically not even warm with that. Oh no, I am just warm with that. Okay, I'm gonna splurge. I'm gonna put one more stick in, because I'll double the rate at this point that we're warming up. Oh, and apparently it just warmed up. Okay. Guess the weather changes as we were sitting here. I'm gonna splurge, and I'm gonna get another 2 liters of water. I'll give it some time to warm up as well. Okay, so with that we're really warm. And then I think we'll just take the rest of this as torches for the road. I will disassemble one of them so we have an emergency stick. I'll probably come across more sticks before I need it, but, you know, having that one stick to mix with the one coal lead up to 21 degrees is not a bad idea. Why does it look like it's transitioning to blizzard? Because it is transitioning to a blizzard. Well, can't take any more fuel out of fire. Time to run. But yeah, thinking in response to this blizzard, I got one of two choices. I can either try to run straight across the muskeg, or I can detour to the cave in the northern muskeg. The cave detour would allow me to source some coal from a cave that we haven't searched in a while. Oh, I'm just remembering, I haven't spent, we in theory have the next trader quest, and I have not identified if we've been to, the appropriate prepper's cache yet. If we've been to it, then it'll be an easy trick of just going back out to it. Yes, that might seem a little bit off kilter because we're in the middle of a blizzard. I presume I should be searching for shelter and not thinking about things way down the line, but not too worried about this blizzard. I think it would be, as long as we're following a given landmark like the rail track here, it should just be as simple as sprinting to our destination. Yeah, I think it's safer just to sprint across the muskeg here. It's hard to lose the railroad track if you know what you're doing when following it, and it might be quite possible for me to get lost on trying to get out of the cave. So we'll take a little bit less damage, I think, going to the cave, but instead I think we'll sprint all the way through to to Trappers. And again, we'll probably end up then arriving pretty fatigued, And if we do arrive pretty fatigued, we can again probably just sleep for all the missing fatigue to get most of the condition, if not all the condition back when we get there. Can't hear me from puffing, so no. Apparently was still huffing and puffing. Just couldn't hear him over the blizzard. So every time you stop sprinting, there's a short wind up before you start recovering sprint meter. So, in theory, unless you're going to do something like that, whoops, I did sticky keys. Unless you're going to do something that might set up the sticky keys, for example. I'll have to fix that between prints. You can't see that, but I can see it. The optimal path for sprinting is to wait until you get basically the full sprint meter back, and then sprint for the entire duration. On my character here, as I kind of showed off in the last part, he's got enough things that lower his fatigue meter that he will mostly recover as well as fatigue by the time he stops huffing and puffing. Which works as a reasonably good audio cue when you can, well, hear the audio cue. Little blizzard is not particularly great weather for hearing the audio cues, which is why I missed it there. Oh, some scrap metal. We need some of that. And yeah, we're taking like 20% damage an in-game hour here. So I am definitely encouraged to be fast getting where I'm going. I think them in force already, I think is implying I'm the other end of Muskeg already. Yeah, there's the tunnel. Apparently I got turned around. Oh, I got turned around by the sticky keys. That's what screwed me up. Where's the fat side of what's going from? Okay. Okay, let's get warm, get recovered, and then we'll attempt that again to cross the Muskeg. So in the wind shelter here, how cold am I? Minus 17. Just toss that piece of coal on. And we'll make water while we're here. Okay, one moment. I'm going to quickly clear the sticky keys. There we go. So none of the sticky keys pop up anymore in my face. Okay, maximizing warmth here. We're gonna curl up in our down bedroll here. We're just gonna pass the time. We do get the warmth bonus from passing time like so. As well. Okay, we're not going to take all that water with us. I just made it so that we weren't wasting time. We'll leave a big pile of water here and then we can track it back to the broken railway later. Blizzard's probably going to take the ignition on this torch, but in the meantime, I can at least carry it with us. There we go. must get myself turned around on the sticky key. But yeah, again, still not too worried about taking damage here. It's just sprint across the muskeg and don't get turned around in the blizzard. Should be food where I'm going, one type or another.
Damn, I'm freezing.
I am, because of getting turned around, going to be uncomfortably low in condition. I should be able to work with that. No, I'm somewhat surprised that the blizzard... Well, it was only like 2 hours, 3 hours maybe. So I'm surprised the blizzard didn't go away during that, but blizzards are fickle here in Interloper difficulty. So, travel across the muskeg. I think we're making decent time, given that it's a blizzard. So one of the places I could have stopped to warm up, had I not got turned around, I could have stopped in the boxed car here. Which would have been the ideal place probably to stop. Because I already stopped and burnt my coal, I'm not going to be warm in that boxed car. So I need to push all the way through. There is no benefit in stopping at this point. I need to make it all the way to trappers. That's also most of the way across the muskeg at this point. So the forest, you're going to start seeing trees on both sides. The forest that I thought we were in when I just about exited it, going back to the broken railway, is the one we're passing through right now. I suppose those of you who recognize the terrain a little bit better than I did probably recognize I got turned around long before I did, but yeah, if I get real desperate on condition, I do have a stem. Would be a little bit of a waste to use it for the greed of just wanting to get across the muskeg quicker. Yeah, it's a little hard in the blizzard here to hear when he stops huffing and puffing. Oh, I'm not quite getting the optimal sprint here. And I'm going to be able to tell that this is the right exit, because the exit I'm going out should be next to the lost and found bin. And this run's been going long enough that things did end up in the lost and found bin, so we can see it here. So that's the lost and found bin. Okay, we're now at Mystery Lake. Next stop, Trapper's Cabin. Hopefully I've left some meat in Trapper's Cabin. We can get ourselves well fed. And then sleep for 10 hours to get all the condition back. And maybe be stuck in the exact same position where it's nighttime again and we're fully rested. Might have been Birch Park I walked by. It does look like the blizzard is clearing, which would mean we could run into a wolf. That would be good. Oh, I don't even have any coffee cooked. Oh dear. I was going to drink a little bit of coffee just for that little bit of fatigue. So we can be sprinting a little bit more.
I could eat anything right now.
Okay, I really want to stop taking damage, then I'm not even going to take the risk of taking damage on the way over, the rest of the way over to Trappers. I am just going to duck in the cave here, because it will be a hard, warm location here in the cave. And I'm going to sleep for 1 hour, which should get us all the way warm, and then we can continue the last of the trip. With enough fatigue that hopefully won't take any damage on the fatigue either. There we go. Yeah, uncomfortably low on condition here. We died to both bear and wolf at this point. Oh, at this point I might as well not even sprint. It's barely cold. Yeah, so I'm hoping to have a little bit of meat pile here, and then I have not neglected to drag any back. Doesn't need to be a full-size meat pile. I don't need to get all the way fed. Yes, okay. Thank you, past me, for leaving me some meat. It's a little bit low, so current me should probably go provide more meat for future me, but current me is at least happy about past me. Okay, and we had pickles and stuff, so it wasn't going to be the end of the world even if it wasn't properly stashed with food. Okay, let's hydrate, and we can get to hydrate and we can recover for the 10-hour snooze. Now, from other people testing it, other people think this is the best bed in the game from a recovery standpoint. But on Interloper, even with it being the best bed in the game, it is apparently not enough to get us to full. Because of just how badly damaged we were at that point. We got a birch bark tea being applying some healing to us. We're definitely over 50%, so I'm not like super worried. Okay, couple different options. It's surprisingly cold. Granted, that might be the level of my gear at this point, or the damage of my gear. Talking there. So I think I'm going to go over to the camp office, because I don't have any of the stuff I need to repair. At the trappers here. Camp office isn't likely to have anything either. It might have something. And it has the rabbit snare, so I want to set up rabbit snares to do some snare trapping. For more rabbits, that's a decent place to set them, or to go just to set it up. Won't have any food when I get there. Well, no, I have some food there. I don't have food I want to eat. Different category problem. So I don't want to do too much sprinting here. Even though that does put me at risk of taking more damage.
Can't feel my hands.
Same time, it's a fairly short trip, so I'm not too worried about taking a little bit of damage on the trip. We got enough condition back that I'm not super paranoid anymore. And the stuff I think we need for the repairs, I'm thinking, are out. Well, first round of repairs are going to be out near the ravine. We killed some rabbits out there. We killed some deer out there. The only thing that might actually be hard to find is the wolf hide. Not sure if I have any wolf hide curing or cured anywhere in particular. And I got fuel for cooking, but not necessarily fuel for warmth. So given the circumstances here, I'm probably not going to be able to get warm if I start a fire. So hopefully this isn't too dark for you watching on Twitch or YouTube. I have the monitor brightness up really high, so for me this isn't too bad. At least in source for me. But this is also, to me this isn't great. So I think I've definitely walked past some like sticks in the birch bark that would have been worth picking up, and I could just see it. For the meta navigation, this isn't bad. Which is why I haven't stopped to light a torch or anything. Rabbit barked at something. Not at me. Looks like it jumped, or it sounds like it jumped something. I missed. Okay. I'm going to leave the wolf there for a moment. He will persevere for a little bit. We can wait for at least a little bit better weather. Or at least warm up first. I'm just going to try to speed harvest him before I get frozen. We can duck into the cabin here. I can check and see if I have any fuel, to be fair. If I have some fuel, we can definitely pop back out and harvest him with the fuel. Okay, so in here we do have snares, which is one of the reasons we took the detour over here. The hammer, if I want to go fishing with the hammer. I've got cedar firewood. That's not going to be enough for the outdoor temperature right now. And, well, I could harvest the 101 torches. That wouldn't be implausible. The heat source. There's a bunch of torches, get enough sticks that way? Maybe. Okay. I need to warm up. I need to save a little bit of fuel. We're waiting for the weather to change. I am... In theory, this rabbit has been nibbled on a little bit, so we should just be able to go give me everything with the hands and not really waste anything. Again, we're not really looking for calories, so the fact that this is calorie inefficient this way is fine. Drop, drop. We've got adequate water. I'm going to stick out my head for outside for two things. One is I want to know what the temperature is outside. I feel like it's negative 16. So that means we need 16, 17 sticks. So what I'm going to do when I come back with a new cup of tea, because this is where I'm going to go ahead and end this part, keeping the videos a little bit on the shorter side today because of the sore throat's being a little bit of an issue. But yeah, is when I come back in the next one, I'm going to go ahead and pick up those torches, and I'm going to harvest them until I have 17 sticks. And then we're going to go out to that wolf. I'm going to start a fire with the 17 sticks. We're going to harvest that wolf. That's what the plan early next episode is going to be. Unless I forget and the duration it takes to make a cup of tea. And or change my mind. So if you're watching on YouTube, that's what you can expect to see early next episode. If you're watching on Twitch, this is where I'm going to put a part break in. I need more tea, so I will be back with a new cup of tea as soon as I can make a cup of tea. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.